Hey everyone, welcome to Knowledge 999. Today we're diving into 10 interesting facts you're too lazy to Google. Get ready to have your mind blown wide open because these are some seriously cool nuggets of knowledge. Stick around because you won't want to miss number 1. Let's kick things off with a trip back in time to ancient Egypt. This civilization, known for its monumental architecture and rich culture, also had a fascinating relationship with honey. Archaeologists have found pots of honey in these ancient tombs that are over 3,000 years old. These discoveries provide a glimpse into the daily lives and practices of the ancient Egyptians. And here's the kicker: the honey is still perfectly edible. This remarkable preservation is due to honey's unique properties. Honey has a low water content and a high sugar content, which makes it a really inhospitable environment for bacteria and other microorganisms to grow. This means that honey can last for millennia without spoiling. Plus, bees add an enzyme to honey that creates hydrogen peroxide, which acts as a natural preservative. This enzyme, called glucose oxidase, helps to keep the honey fresh and safe to eat. Imagine cracking open a jar of honey that's older than the pyramids themselves. It's like opening a time capsule from the past. Talk about a taste of history. This ancient honey not only connects us to the past, but also showcases the incredible natural preservation properties of honey. Get ready for this. Bananas are berries, but strawberries aren't. A berry, in botanical terms, is a fruit that develops from a single flower and contains multiple seeds. Think blueberries, grapes, even watermelons. Bananas also develop from a single flower and have those tiny little seeds inside, making them true berries. Strawberries, on the other hand, are a bit more complicated. That fleshy red part we eat isn't actually the fruit. It's a swollen stem called a receptacle. The actual fruits are those tiny little seed-like things on the outside. The banana berry conundrum solved. Let's take a journey to our planetary neighbor Venus. Venus is often called Earth's twin because of its similar size and composition, but its day and year are vastly different from ours. Venus rotates incredibly slowly on its axis. In fact, it has the slowest rotation of any planet in our solar system. It takes about 243 Earth days for Venus to make one complete rotation, which is longer than it takes for Venus to orbit the Sun, which is about 225 Earth days. This means that a single day on Venus is longer than its entire year. So if you lived on Venus, you'd experience a whole year go by before you even saw a single sunrise. Imagine waking up to a new day only once every 243 Earth days. It's like something out of a science fiction novel, but it's totally real. The concept of time on Venus is so different from what we experience here on Earth. It really puts things into perspective when you think about how different time can be on other planets. The vast differences in planetary rotations and orbits remind us of the incredible diversity within our own solar system. From the depths of space, we're diving deep into the ocean to meet a creature with an extraordinary adaptation, the octopus. These intelligent cephalopods have 3 hearts. 2 of the hearts pump blood through the gills, where it picks up oxygen. The 3rd heart then takes that oxygen-rich blood and pumps it to the rest of the body. This 3-hearted system is super efficient and gives octopuses the energy they need to be agile predators and masters of disguise. Plus, it makes them sound like they're straight out of a fantasy novel. Time to contemplate the vastness of the universe. There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on all the Earth's beaches. Let that sink in for a moment. Every single grain of sand on every beach, on every coastline, on our entire planet. And there are more stars than that. It's a number so large, so incomprehensibly gigantic that it's practically meaningless to us, but it's also awe-inspiring, don't you think? Let's take a journey to Australia, home to some of the most unique and fascinating creatures on the planet. From kangaroos that hop across the plains to koalas that lazily munch on eucalyptus leaves, Australia's wildlife is truly one of a kind. Today, we're talking about wombats, those adorable, furry creatures that look like a cross between a bear and a hamster. With their stout bodies and short legs, they are perfectly adapted to their burrowing lifestyle. But here's the thing about wombats that makes them truly stand out. Their poop is cube-shaped. Yes, you heard that right, cube-shaped poop. Wombats have a very long and slow digestive process which removes almost all the moisture from their waste. This is crucial for their survival in the often dry and arid environments they inhabit. This, combined with the unique shape of their intestines, which have varying elasticity, results in the formation of these perfectly square droppings. It's a fascinating adaptation that has intrigued scientists for years. Scientists believe that wombats use their cube-shaped poop to mark their territory. This is an important behavior for these solitary animals. The square shape prevents the poop from rolling away, ensuring that their scent markers stay exactly where they are placed, making it a much more effective way to leave a message for other wombats. Plus, it's just hilarious. Imagine stumbling upon a pile of cube-shaped poop in the wild. Next up, we're heading to Paris, the city of love lights and a certain iconic tower. The Eiffel Tower can actually grow taller during the summer. It's all thanks to a phenomenon called thermal expansion. During the hot Parisian summers, the iron beams of the Eiffel Tower expand, causing the entire structure to grow taller by as much as 15 centimeters or about 6 inches. It's a subtle change, but it's a real testament to the power of physics. Let's take a quick detour into the world of language and food, specifically Italian cuisine. A single strand of spaghetti is actually called a spaghetto. In Italian, spaghetti is the plural form of spaghetto. So the next time you're twirling a forkful of this delicious pasta, you can impress your dinner companions with your newfound linguistic knowledge. History is full of epic battles and long drawn-out wars. But did you know that the shortest war in recorded history lasted a mere 38 minutes? This blink-and-you'll-miss-it conflict was the Anglo-Zanzibar War of 1896. It was fought between Great Britain and the Sultanate of Zanzibar, a small island nation off the coast of East Africa. The actual fighting lasted just 38 minutes, with the British Navy bombarding the Zanzibari palace and quickly overwhelming the Sultan's forces. It may have been short, but it was a decisive victory for the British. Get ready for this. Humans share 50% of their DNA with bananas. We share a large portion of our DNA with all living things on Earth, from plants to animals. That's because we all evolved from a common ancestor way back in the primordial soup. The 50% figure refers to the genes that humans and bananas both possess. These are genes that are essential for basic cellular function like DNA replication and protein synthesis. So, while we may not look or act much like bananas, we do share a surprising amount of our genetic blueprint with these yellow fruits. Well, there you have it, folks. 10 mind-blowing facts that hopefully left you with a little more knowledge and a lot more wonder about the world around us. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these facts, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more amazing content from Knowledge 999. Comment below with the most surprising fact you learned today, and let us know what topics you'd like us to cover next. Until then, stay curious.